Hello students, this video is about exception handling. What are exceptions and how we are going to deal with them in Java, of course. So basically, what are exceptions? Exceptions are any abnormal behavior of program that hampers your normal termination, right? Whatever we are expecting our program to do, it will not perform that, and despite of all these disturbances, what will happen? Your program will just terminate in some abnormal conditions. So basically, whenever any error occurs in your program just terminates after encountering that particular error. We do not want our program to terminate by itself. We want it to be terminated after completing all of its purposes, right? So we use exception handling. It is one of the best practices that we can use in our programming languages. Basically, I'll be telling you about what are the types of exceptions. Now there are two types of exceptions. One is checked exception and second is unchecked exception. One thing that you remember should be all the exceptions in Java are the direct dependent or direct derived class of throwable class. Exception class is derived class of throwable, right? Throwable is a class which is derived in exception class, and your exception class is a derived class of this throwable class, right? This you should remember always. And there are two types of exceptions. One is checked exception and second is unchecked exception. What are checked exceptions? In case you are having some exception which will be checked at compile time, that and it will throw an error if that particular exception occurs, that is checked exception. When your compiler does not gets an error while compiling a program, it is called unchecked exception. These are two types of exceptions, right? Now for exception handling in Java, we are having 5 keywords, right? So let me just quickly revise these keywords. These are try, catch, and throw, throws, and finally, right? These keywords are used in Java for exception handling. First is try. What is our try block? It basically have all the suspect code. Whatever code you suspect that is capable of raising an exception should be placed inside try block. What is catch? Catch is basically a handler. What handler? Exception handler, right? Whatever corrective measures you want to implement in your program must be inside your catch block. Throw is basically used to explicitly raise an exception, right? This is throw keyword, which is used to raise an exception explicitly, right? Then there is throws keyword. Throws keyword is basically a warning that a particular method is capable of raising an exception, but it is not handling it. And then finally is basically a block which will be executed always, right? So all the code that you want to execute, whatever condition will be, should be placed inside your finally block, right? So these are 5 keywords that we are going to use in our exception handling mechanism. Now I'll just quickly tell you with an example what are exception handling mechanisms. I have just created one class over here which is named as demo. I'll just put message over here that it is exception handling, right? Now what I am going to do over here is to raise an exception and then to handle it. I will just create 3 variables over here, a, b, and let us say c. I'll initialize a with 10, then I'll initialize b with let us say 2, and then we will initialize a c as a divided by b. That's it. And then we will be having one statement to print our output, system.out.println, and I'll just print c over here, right? Now I'll just save my program and I'll try to run this. Let us see. Okay, I have saved my program in D drive in the folder Java. I'll just compile it for you. Java c demo dot Java, right? Let us see if it compiles fine. Yes, it is compiling fine, and now I can run my program. Here, what is expected behavior? It should give me 5. Yes, it is giving me fine. But what if I am giving the value of b as 0? Save this program and compile it again, and here it is compiling fine. Why it is compiling fine? Because it is not having any syntactical error. Right now, if you run your program, you can see there is an exception, java.lang arithmetic exception divide by 0. It is not executing my this line, last line, right? Why? Because as soon as some error occurs, your compiler just creates an object of that exception and throws it to some handler. If you are not providing any handler, then what will happen? Your program will terminate by itself, right? So now I know that this is creating a problem. So what will I do? I will place this suspected code block inside my try, right? I'll place this block inside try block. As soon as I do this, what will happen? This suspected code will generate an object of the exception and it will throw. Try must always be followed with the catch block, and catch block usually takes one argument of type exception. What will happen if I am throwing an object? We should have any container to catch it. So this exception object is container to catch an object which has been thrown from here. So now I can give uh, any handler mechanism over here, or I can just give the blank statement over here. Right now I will just check whatever the value is, or I will just place a message over here, normally terminated. Normally terminated. Why I'm doing so? Because I just want you to understand which statement will be executed and which statement will not be executed. Any statement that is after your after the line of code which is generating an error will never be executed. Here I am just placing never executed. This line will never be executed because my exception is being raised over here. So let us just check and compile our program again. Okay, it is compiling fine, and then now run this. Now you can see it is normally terminated. If you want to print, now remember one thing over here also, that this line is not executed. Why? Because as soon as exception occurs, it will just throw the object of that exception, and the control from here has been taken out. यहाँ पर exception आपका run होगा, exception handler run होगा, and then your program will be terminated, right? One thing, if you want to print the stack trace of your exception, how will you do that? You will simply print the details of your object as this, system.out.println and then e. E is the object in which you have saved your exception. Now run your program. Let us just check. Yes, I am getting the information, java.lang arithmetic exception divide by 0 exception has occurred. So I think this makes sense and this is clear to you all. Thank you so much.